It's funny how quickly silence can turn into noise. All it takes is one cut, one burst, one broken angle that was never supposed to break. That's Devon a chain. That's what he does. Just when you think you've got the rhythm of a Dolphins game down, when the tempo settles and your heartbeat aligns with the field, he does something that yanks you back into chaos. But not just any chaos, a chain chaos. The kind that doesn't warn you. The kind that doesn't need to. You watch him move and start asking yourself things you can't quite answer. Like, how did that tiny crease become a runway? Why does everyone else look like they're underwater while he's sprinting on glass? What happens when a guy like this finally gets unleashed, fully, relentlessly, without a safety net, without a backup plan, just pure feature-back reality? Year 3. That's where we are now. And it doesn't feel real, does it? Seems like just yesterday he was the interesting pick in the 3rd round. The maybe. The flash. The gamble. Now, you're not even sure what this offense looks like without him. Scratch that. You don't want to know. He came out of Texas A&M already built for speed. That wasn't the question. Everyone knew about the track background. Everyone had stopwatch stories. But what they didn't know, or refused to see, was that a chain wasn't built for one trick. He wasn't some gadget waiting for a screen pass or a jet sweep. He was the whole thing. RB1 pretending not to be. Until now. Now, he's the guy. Not a compliment. Not a change of pace. The guy. Mostert's out. Vegas took that card off the table. The mentor's gone, and the spotlight has no choice but to stay on. And it burns hotter than ever. Because now, everything hinges on one truth. Is Devon a chain just exciting? Or is he something else? Something rarer. Something terrifying for defenses. Last season didn't give you the answer. Not entirely. It gave you flashes. It gave you 17.3 touches a game, 92.6 total yards on average, and enough highlights to drown in. But it didn't close the case. He played all 17 games, proof enough for most that durability might not be the concern anymore. But the shadow lingers. That rookie year, 6 missed games, shoulder, MCL, whispers that never go away. You wonder. You hope you're wrong. You usually are with him. He caught 78 balls in 2024. That led all running backs. Led. Not ranked high. Not respectable. Led. 6 receiving touchdowns. A target share over 25% when Tua was under center. These aren't footnotes. These are flashing red lights saying, this is bigger than just a runner. This is the offense leaning into him, needing him, trusting that when everything else collapses, he'll still find space. But that trust comes with expectations. Heavy ones. 2025 isn't about proving he belongs. It's about proving he controls the tempo. He sets the terms. That when defenses game plan for Miami, it's not just Hill and Waddle causing insomnia. It's a chain too. And maybe most of all, what does 1,500 to 1,600 total yards even look like in this offense? That's the forecast. That's what the optimistic whispers are floating. With 80 to 90 receptions in the mix. With 13 to 15 touchdowns if the stars align and Tua stays upright. That's the dream. That's the storm he's aiming to summon. But does it even matter what the numbers say? Hasn't he already made it clear that he breaks molds more than he fits them? And yet, questions linger. Always do. Can he handle a full workload? The size thing never really goes away. 5 feet 9 inches, 188 pounds. Facts that follow him into every huddle. He's taken hits. He's delivered them too. But no one forgets how quickly that can change. One bad landing, one awkward twist, and suddenly it's Salvon Ahmed time. And no one wants to see that movie again. The line. It didn't help much in 2024. You know that. They tried. They fought. But the holes weren't always there. The protection crumbled too often. And it showed. That yards per carry dip? From a ridiculous 7.8 to a more human 4.6? That wasn't just about him. That was trenches. That was timing. That was breakdowns in choreography. If the off-season upgrades mean anything, and they better, they're for him. For the spark. Because this scheme, it's made for his kind of violence. Not brute force, but the kind of speed that splits gaps before linebackers even blink. He doesn't need much. He just needs it at the right time. Give him a crease and watch defenders turn into statues. He's a receiver in a running back's jersey. And yet, you forget that sometimes until you see him run that out route. Clean, sharp, natural. Like he's been doing it his whole life.